Welcome to Late Night with Bobby Tyler. I'm your host, Bobby Tyler, and my first guest is Bobby Tyler. Robert Louis Tyler II. Let me introduce him. He is the Prince of Punk, the Duke of Funk, the King of Crunk, the Mayor of Debonair. He's about to hook you up, kick you down, plug you in, turn you on, set you up right here in the Napa Valley, Cali, online, live. And he was on worldwide TV at the age of 1. He did 50 media events by the age of 9 during an 8-year period, talk show circuits. He was on the news, newspapers, magazines, radio, all that, tabloids, and he was on all these the talk shows live and the news, of course, at age 1. Welcome to the show, Bobby Tyler. How are you doing today? Good?
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice.
There you go.
Good. And you're still at Whole Foods, right?
Yes.
Good man. You got today off?
Yes, I do.
Nice. Boy, howdy. Yeah, the age of 1, you were on Real TV Worldwide News, because you could identify every car on the road, make it, model by heart. And you were doing binomial cubes and algebra and trinomial cubes algebra and all these incredible. You had your first scholarship at age 2 at Montessori. You remember that, age 2?
Not quite.
Do you remember Montessori? How about age? You do? Do you remember
Yeah.
age?
It was over off of Lincoln or something like that.
What?
Over off of Lincoln.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
remember that? I'd drive you there in the limousine and drop you off. Private school. Scholarships. Then you remember you got your next scholarship at Montessori in Vallejo on Mare Island.
Oh, yeah.
She was a little harsh, that teacher. I remember we went to see Snoopy on Ice and with Grandma. And
the one I did.
we didn't like it. We didn't want to go. And you had a show to do. And, the teacher was so mad. She chewed me out. Why didn't you make it? He practiced for this part and this play and all this. And now he didn't do it. She was so angry. I go, it wasn't my fault. I tried.
I remember that. I just remember the ice show that I didn't like.
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to be somewhere else. We were supposed to be in Mare Island doing a show, So the teacher was, she was mad, yeah. And then, we did Real TV Worldwide News 3 times, and live camera action. Then we were asked to go on Oprah. They called on a Thursday, said, they called on a Monday, said, we're going to fly you out on Thursday, shoot on a Friday. And I said, no, I can't do it. And then Bill Cosby, same thing, called Monday, he said, we're going to fly you out Thursday, you're going to shoot on a Friday down in Sepulveda Boulevard, Southern California. And I said, nope, because I had to go to court for custody, which I won every time, right? Like 58 times in a row I won. And so they said, I come back, and I said, okay, I'll do the show in Chicago. And they're like, nope, we got that little girl Church from the opera singer to play, on the show. Cosby show. Nope, you have to drive down yourself. So we drove down, and we stayed at a hotel. And we went, you remember that?
Maybe.
You got in, they let you go into a room by yourself with a bunch of people. And then they said you were drawing stuff on this chalkboard and doing talking all that. They said it's really good. And then at the end you went, this interview's over. And they go, no, we can't have him on the show. He'll tell Bill Cosby, we're done with you, pal.
I guess I didn't like it or something.
You showed them what you wanted them to show them, and then they said you did real good, and then you said, and now this interview is over. And we did Channel 2 and Channel 7, ABC, NBC, all those talk shows and news shows and such. Remember we did Palm Springs, we did radio and TV shows.
No, I don't think so.
No, yeah. Well, it was like you could do all the states and all the capitals at age 2, binomial cubes, algebra, trinomial cubes. You could do all these languages. You could count in like 27 different languages and stuff, and count to 10. and you could do like biggest one was identify all the cars make and model by heart at sight in a parking lot, huge parking lots. And I didn't know my cars, so you actually taught me my cars, as a single player.
Really?
I showed you all the other stuff and got you the private schooling that you needed, but I did not know my cars, and I knew Volkswagens and Cadillacs, that's about it. But you taught me all my cars. I don't know how you knew, because we didn't have TV right away, and I think because you could read, you got in your mind, you got the idea, I can read, and I know these little symbols, and I match them up together in my brain. So you went to New Technology High School, right?
For about a year, yeah.
About a year. And oh wait, you had another scholarship. What was that called? That German school.
Stonebridge? Stonebridge?
Stonebridge, which is a Waldorf German teaching school. Yeah, Waldorf.
That one, yeah.
Stonebridge in Napa. Yeah, that was a scholarship. It cost me like $1 a day or something, 50 cents a day. That's all I was paying. Yeah. How was that experience? Pretty good?
It was alright. Yeah, it was different.
How did it feel to be a genius kid? Was it like, kind of like, hard on you? Like other kids didn't want to play with you because you're too smart or something?
I don't know. I think other kids didn't want to play with me because I was kind of mean.
Mean? You've never been mean.
Or, I don't know, I just didn't know what I was doing, I guess. Like, not intentional mean, but like I would probably say mean things and not really mean it. And not realize it.
Did you feel different than everybody else?
For one reason, yes, because I was the shortest one in class.
Yeah. I also was the shortest one in class. Yeah. I didn't think you were ever mean. I don't know about that. Yeah. Maybe you were just brutally honest. And didn't know.
I don't know.
I don't even know about that one, right? Yeah. So then you became more social at what age? I became more social at age 25 or 24.
It took me a while, yeah.
Yeah, you too. Mm-hmm. And I think your brother Derek, he's still just now being social.
I pretty much am too.
Yeah, I was 24 before I got really like out there in the crowd, and just
yeah,
and then just became like, yeah, we're gonna hook you up, kick you down, plug you in, turn you on for all you antisocial, paranoid, schizophrenic, psychotic, neurotic, neurotic overtones. We got some crazy, and then I really got like the hype man, So I'd be like, for all you computational fluid dynamics engineers, we got your quadrifoil, We're doing the quadrifoils and the curvilinear triangles, and yeah. So I get more hyped up when I was about 24. Before that, I was real quiet. I didn't talk to anybody. I was antisocial.
Yeah.
But you're real social now, right?
To some degree.
Yeah. So what do you got going on now? Are you doing any music? Are you a big leader in the church? Are you got many followers on TikTok? Or no, I'm just kidding. Not yet. Or how about what's your diet and exercise program like? You got any hobbies?
Well, let's go back to the music part.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into that.
Right.
Yeah, maybe I can get some songs recorded, or at least start it today. Because I have a few that I've written and a few beats that I've been working on with FL Studio. So.
Oh, you got Fruity Loops? You got the Fruity Loops? Yeah. Bring it over, man. I got the studio. I'm in the studio right now. Go put that in the booth. Yeah, we'll wire it right into the booth. Man, make me some beats. I'll pay. Big time. We can go.
I'm not sure.
We can record today, man. I got a couple songs coming out too. I got a new album coming out pretty soon. I got about 3 or 4 songs done on it. Maybe do about 3 or 4 more. So, what other creative hobbies do you have?
Haven't been doing it a whole lot lately, but I guess drawing.
Yeah.
Work.
Me too. I like that stuff. Yeah, that's pretty well. So, who were your role models or heroes coming up? Was it me? No, I'm just kidding.
Good question.
Was it Arnold Schwarzenegger or
I don't think so.
who did you when you were coming up? Who were your like heroes or role models or somebody that inspired you? Musicians or movie stars or anybody, or just anybody?
I don't know. I guess just both my parents.
Yeah. Oh, I'm one of them. So that's a plus, right? Thanks. That's incredible. Thank you. I was just kidding about it. Yeah. Oh wow. That's pretty cool. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the compliment. You're my hero. So yeah. Inspired me. I was just like raising you as a single parent alone for like the first 16 years straight. I was just like in shock. I was like, every day I was like, what? I was amazed, right? I was like, every day it's like, blow my mind. Incredible stuff, right? All the things you were like doing, the molecular structure, chemical structures, and all kinds of reading books and stuff like at college level and stuff at age 2 or something. Yeah, you're my hero, for sure, So, how old are you now?
24.
24. And you'll be 25 next month?
Yeah.
Nice. That'll be the ticket. And you want to do a shout out to where you're employed now? Or no? Amazon, right?
The Amazon?
Shout out to Amazon.
Hello, Whole Foods.
Whole Foods.
There.
That's a ticket. They got their plug. They better be a sponsor on the show. Actually, they should donate some food. Actually, they do. They donate food to the food bank, and they donate food to the employees after work every day. Right? They do. I know because I've eaten some of it.
Oh.
So when do you get your next vacation?
I don't know.
It's probably built up pretty good by now.
Should be.
Plus you got a lot of money put away into unemployment that they take out of your check at all your jobs, so you got money piled up there too. When you go on vacation, where do you like to go? Do you like to go to the Caribbean or Thailand or the desert, the mountains, the snow, the ocean? What do you like?
I haven't taken that many vacations, but I've been to Disneyland.
Yeah. Well, I took you to Disneyland twice. I thought that was pretty cool, but you were like probably too little then to remember.
Yeah, hard to remember, but
It's a small world after all. That was a good ride. No, we went to we went to the beach and stuff a bunch of times. You remember that? Many times.
Yeah.
San Diego, Jenner Beach in Northern California, Pismo Beach, Avila Beach.
Sounds about familiar, yeah.
Yeah. So we like little mini vacations out to the desert. Remember, we'd go out to the desert every month. Driving through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of food do you like? Do you like sushi? Do you like, what's your favorite restaurant or food or / food?
Well, sushi's pretty good, but also pizza, spaghetti. Favorite restaurant? I'm not sure.
How about Habit Burger?
Habit's good.
Yeah, it's a good
And
habit.
drink a steakhouse.
Trinket Steakhouse. Shout out to Norm at Trinket Steakhouse, of course. Yeah. And yeah. And when
The
you were
Red Hen was good, but they closed.
yeah, for a little while. And when you were like a toddler, you wanted to be a chef when you grew up and cook. Do you still like cooking? Or not so much?
Not a whole lot.
I don't like it a whole lot either. I like to eat, but I don't. It's kind of fun to cook, Of course, I'm clean and sober for 8 years, but when I used to cook, I used to like to drink wine and cook at the same time. And put some wine in the food and cook the wine out. But not anymore. When I was younger. So, you got any big songs that be coming out soon? Any hit records? What kind of music? Is it R&B?
You might think of it as R&B or light pop.
Pop, light pop. That's
Like pop, yeah.
yeah. I like doing a little R&B. Of course, I got my larynx crushed right here
Oh.
from your uncle Dickie, my brother.
Mm.
He put me in a chokehold, so I lost my falsetto. So my R&B singing is like a lot lower voice now. So it's harder to do, with the falsetto. Lost my falsetto. So I do a lot of hip hop and rap and stuff like that, because then you can just stay at a level tone. It's easier. I'm lazy. I don't want to train my voice.
Guess that still works.
How many songs have you written?
How many? It's hard to say.
Like for instance, I've probably written like maybe 200, but I've probably only recorded like a dozen. A little over a dozen. Maybe 2 dozen.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many.
How many have you recorded?
Yeah, I tried recording maybe 3 of them sometime in the past, but they would need to be redone if I did them again. They were just basically demos.
Nice. That's easy to do. Just jump in the booth and hit record, right? And then editing. Recording engineering. That's the harder part, right? You gotta stack it up and layer it and adjust it and put the reverb and the effects, and auto tone if you need it. We never need it.
YouTube tutorials about how to do those things. But I think one of the harder parts is actually the recording itself, because you want to make sure all the notes are correct. And sometimes, it just doesn't come out right, and then you have to redo it, and it might even be easier to record like one line at a time and then put it all together.
Good point. Yeah, you're your own worst critic, right? Good point, though. Yeah. And like you said, YouTube tutorial, you can learn anything. You want to put a water pump in a 74 Eldorado Cadillac, boom, YouTube tutorial, right? You can teach an old dog new tricks, right?
I guess so.
So yeah. So back to your talk show and TV shows and all your on the talk show circuit. We did the Maury Povich show when he was doing the positive shows. Remember? Right? You were 2 years old, and you were doing the states and the capitals, and you were doing the cars, identifying all the cars, and they had a new car and the shapes. That's right. The geometric shapes, quadrifoils, curvilinear triangles. Then they had a brand new car out on the road that year, 1997. It was a Mazda, and they had a new symbol. It looked like a V, like a seagull or something with the wings. And you looked at it, and you were 2 years old, and you started crying because you didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was. Nobody knew. They'd sprung this new one on you just to see if you knew, and nobody knew. And it really stumped us, because I'm like, what the hell is it? It was the new Mazda. They had a new symbol that year, and no one knew what it was. So that was he stumped us on that one, yeah. But that was a cool show. You were just laying down to take a nap, and they woke you up and put the bright lights in your eyes and said, "Okay, we're doing the interview now." I'm like, "Oh, Maury Povich." That's when he was. Now he's doing all the negative shows. You know, he's doing all the "Who's Your Mama" and "Who's Your Baby's Daddy" and stuff.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he's really lost it, because negative news gets more attention. So that's why, controversy and stuff like that. People watch the news because it's always negative. If the news is all positive, no one would watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, everything's good. But I don't watch the news. Do you?
Not a lot.
Nah. I watch TMZ. That's funny. TMZ Live. That's a funny one.
What is that?
It's kind of like the real funny news. Celebrity news. TMZ. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the other funny shows are Ridiculousness and Tosh.0. Those are pretty funny. But there's just clips from the internet.
Yeah.
Not really news, but funny. So where were you born?
Moreno Valley, California.
Moreno Valley, Cali, Moval, high desert. Yeah, I like that weather down there too. It's nice and warm. Did you know it was 35 degrees here this morning, right?
I didn't know for sure, no.
No, because you got heating. You got. I'm out in the garage, so I know. You got heating and air conditioning. I do too in the house, but I'm out in the garage. I'm in the recording studio. The reason I'm here is because they had the shutdown, the lockdown, and the Napa Valley TV studios are closed right now. They said there's a virus coming out or something. I don't believe them. I think they just didn't want to do my show. Nah. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, well, I don't want to hold you up all day, but you know who I had on a couple days ago was that movie The Vow. It's Sony Pictures, based on a true story. Spyglass Entertainment, starring Channing Tatum. I had on the creator of that show. It was Kim and Cricket Carpenter, and we met her when you were younger. You probably don't remember. And she told us how to do the talk show circuit, give us advice. And she actually had a car crash, had a concussion, and did not remember who her husband was. And he kept his vow, stayed together. And they made a movie out of it, Sony Pictures. And she wrote a book. And I was going to ask her, I go, so when did you finally remember that he was your husband from the amnesia, from the concussion? I never did. She never, and there it's been 30, 40 years, 30 years probably, She goes, I never did remember. So we went and created new memories. We went and got married and did everything over. So I'm like, wow. So that memory was lost, that car crash. She never remembered her husband.
Oh, no.
But yeah. So it's a wild story. Well, anyway, I'll let you go. I know you're busy. You got music to write and recording to do. So pretty much, thanks for being on our show. I'll read some credits, and you can click out anytime. All right? I'll play some music and roll some credits. No, not credits. I'll probably just show some of my sponsors. All right?
All right.
All right. Thanks again for being on the show. That's Bobby Tyler, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Louis Tyler II. For all you who don't know, if you don't know, now you know. Belle Biv DeVoe. Ah, yeah. That's a ticket. And we're out of here. I'm going to roll some music. Oh yeah. Pretty much, we're out of here. I'm going to read some credits. First of all, I want to say we got Headshots, for all the people on our show.
So I'm Owen Johnny Knox. Hip hop don't stop. So the beat I drop. Top of the charts on Reverb Nation.
Also,
to all the Haitians from the start right to probation. From my heart it's captivation.
Guests of the television show. Stay employed in the industry. Transportation provided by Skype. We'd like to thank our guest, Bobby Tyler. Thanks for being on the show, sir. Also, my co-host, who's not here today, Audio House, Auto City, Napa Valley, Gold and Silver, right here by Burger King. They're the best. Go ahead and see Jason. You need any gold and diamonds? He'll hook you up, kick you down, plug you in, turn you on, and set you up. We also got Emmy Lou's Diner right down here in River Park. Polished Nails and Spa by Jamba Juice. Doc's Trophy Shop brings in these music awards every weekend. Also, our musical guests get trophies and awards as well, musical awards. Hair in Motion. Always keeps my hair in motion. Sal's Flower Shop. Thanks, Sal. Right down by the high school. We got Dr. Frazier, my chiropractor, on Jefferson Street. AV Audiovisual on Sasko. On Industrial Way. Right? So pretty much, God bless you and yours. And we are Space Ghosts from the West Coast. We're out of here.
I'm the next up to Ferrari, drive a Lex with a new car. You got me, so you'll be